Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's Combo Breaker 99. I'm back with another quick post-fight analysis video. Jane Jorand versus Monika Chochlikova. All right, y'all. Our first question I have to ask y'all is, how many of y'all actually seen a scorpion rib crunch before? I don't think I ever seen one, man. I think the only time I maybe seen one is like on a BJJ tournament or a tutorial where I was just kind of like YouTubing stuff and looking at different positions in BJJ. But I don't think I ever seen one in MMA. Let me know if you guys have. But I think they probably just come from being very green in MMA. I think, Jade Jorand, she's 19 and this being her first fight, she just got caught in a position that a lot of experienced fighters wouldn't. Monika Chochlikova, this might have been something she just learned in BJJ as she transitioned to it and said, I see the opening, I'm going to take it. Because when she started squeezing in that position with that triangle up that high, I was like, and Jade tapped, and I was like, whoa, what's she tapping so fast for, But like they say, when that triangle gets that high and it's around the ribs, it forces you to tap, So I think it just came from amateur mistake in a fighter like Jade Jorand. But overall, man, I think it was just a good action-packed fight for two fighters making their professional debut. I mean, going back to the first round, really, it was a good striking match from the jump. I think that Jade Jorand was the more faster volume puncher. She would kind of step in and out and land some good shots, where Monika was kind of timing those rushes. She was timing her offense, coming back with good ones and twos, and they both were trading some very hard leg kicks. I think it was, like I said, Monika, she was the more precise hitter, though, because she was setting up this nice combination where she just landed a straight right hand and a good left head kick. Like, she landed it once, and I saw the reaction. I was like, that's a pretty heavy leg kick. Somebody's going to get knocked out if they keep eating that heavy leg kick. So next time Jade stepped in after a combination, she stepped straight back. She got caught with a straight right hand, and as that impact knocked her back, it set her straight up for another left head kick, and Monika dropped her. And I thought Jade was about to get knocked out right there, but she was still foggy. But off of her back, she was able to defend well and hold on. She was able to hold on and, catch her breath and, get her head back clear. But the momentum started favoring Jade. The more and more she cleared her head, she got into the top position. She was in that guard, and she started landing some nice ground and pound. She started trying to outmuscle and smother Monika a little bit towards that, I'd say, the last 2 minutes of the round. So it started to get competitive after that. But I had to give the round to Monika because I feel like she controlled it more so and scored a nice knockdown. Second round, again, it started to really favor Monika. I think that her lateral movement was much nicer. She was able to pick her shots, whereas it was good to see that Jade had a clear head after taking that head kick, 2 times, but she was putting that pressure on her. So this time around, she didn't want to strike. She knew what was working, so she goes in for the clinch and starts to kind of ragdoll Monika a little bit to get the takedown. And then she gets Monika to the ground. She's back on top in the guard position, but she's in there smothering her, but at the same time, she's kind of leaving herself open for these little shots. And I think she's kind of wearing herself down for really trying to just smother and not really get too much work done. So all of a sudden, Monika gets that triangle around Jade, and then she starts pulling it up behind her knees, and she starts squeezing. And Jade, she taps. She just taps, and I was like, well, what happened? And like they said, it was a scorpion rib crunch. So it was just an amateur mistake from Jade. Like I said, I don't think, I've never seen any experienced fighters fall into that before. But I think that the momentum was going towards Jade Jorand. But Monika, she seemed like the more smarter fighter that was just kind of capitalizing off of the mistakes of Jade at that point. But yeah, it was a good professional debut for both fighters. I think you guys just definitely check these fights out on the BELLATOR YouTube channel. It was a good night of fights for the women's card. Definitely that Kate Jackson and Denise Kielholtz fight. That was a highlight knockout for Dynamite. But yeah, guys, that's all I got on this one. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.